Today I'll show you how we took a basic room and recreated a stylized lighting setup inspired by the Euphoria. Plus I'm sharing the exact camera settings and filters I paired with our lenses to achieve that look. This setup is incredibly simple, but it's a great way to recreate a classic police mag shot or camera flash effect. Looking at the reference, we can see two key light sources. First, there is a light soft light coming from above, filling both the subject and the background while revealing texture in the scene. Then there is a flashing light, positioned slightly above eye level, creating a camera flash effect and adding nice sketch light to the eyes. Here's how we recreated it. First, we turn off all the apartment's lights to create a completely blank canvas. Then we tape a light sheet of lined paper to the wall to mimic mugshot background. To create soft fill light, we couldn't fit a light socket box above the talent, so we used Nanlite VC500B with projector mounts instead. This allowed us to shape the beam and create a large overhead source. We placed the light on the floor using a small tripod and aimed it upward above the talent. The light was set to 5000 Kelvin at 6% intensity, creating a cool soft feel that helped build the dramatic atmosphere. To recreate camera flash, we used a Nanlite VC120C. The light was set to explode effect in a fixed mode, which worked better than standard flash preset because it can be triggered manually and allows precise control the fade out, making it much easier to match the reference. The light was set to 4000 Kelvin for slightly warmer tone at 80% intensity with 60% decay. I set the camera white balance to 4500 Kelvin to enhance the cool tones and create a subtle color contrast. To add a dreamy glow to the highlights, I paired my Sony 35mm lens with stiffened black promised 1.8 filter. And there it is, a simple police mugshot setup that's perfect for adding instant mood and interesting detail to a scene. For our second setup, we wanted to capture a moody, uneasy vibe. Looking at the reference, the key is low-angle light with organic movement. When you peer closely in the talent sights, you'll notice several distinct catch lights, resembling a bunch of LED tubes in a fixed mode. This mimics the flickering glow of fire, adding life and sense of uneasy to an almost static emotional shot. Here's how we built it. Once again, turn off all the ambient lights. To create the dark moody atmosphere, I hang dark grey curtains in the background. For that dancing flickering fire glow on the face, we used two Nanlite Paratube 30C positioned above half meter away slightly below the talent's face. We put both fixture into a fixed mode, but used two different presets, fire on the one light and pulse on the other. This mix gave us that perfectly random organic flicker we needed. Ideally, you'd want 3 or 4 tubes to fully match the reference. But since I only had 2, I adapted by adding Nanlite VC120C with an octabox and grid. The exact settings are shown on screen. I set the camera white balance to 5600 Kelvin to enhance the warm cinematic tones. Since I'm filming S-Log3, I use ISO 400 instead of base 800 to get a much cleaner image with less noise in the shadows. I kept the Tiffin Black Promise filter on to soften the skin texture a bit. But this time I paired it with the Sony Carl Zeiss Sonar 55mm. This lens has a gorgeous soft image rendering that's absolutely perfect for close-ups and skin tones. And there you have it. This shows how much you can achieve in basic apartment with smart lighting and a little creativity. And boom, you are in Euphoria.